Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why is my skin trying to tell me something, and what on earth is it saying? It might sound strange, but your skin is one of the best messengers your body has. And after 50, it speaks louder than ever. Dry patches, odd bruises, sudden rashes, even that yellowish tone that wasn't there last year, they're not just signs of aging. They could be signals. Signals that your body is asking for help. In fact, some doctors say that the skin is like a second mouth. It's just not as noisy. Today we're going to explore what your skin might be trying to tell you about your health. This isn't about vanity. It's not about wrinkles or beauty creams. It's about real health, inside and out. Because the truth is, after 50, our skin often gives us early clues about things like nutritional deficiencies, hidden diseases, or even how well our heart and liver are functioning. And the best part? If you know what to look for, you can actually do something about it. Let's start with something a lot of people brush off: dry, flaky skin. Now sure, a bit of dryness in winter is normal, but if your skin suddenly feels like sandpaper, especially on your legs, arms, or back, it could be more than just aging. Doctors often link chronic dryness to dehydration or thyroid imbalances. The thyroid helps regulate everything from your metabolism to your skin's oil production. And as we age, thyroid issues, especially hypothyroidism, become more common, especially in women. What can you do? First, don't just grab the thickest lotion at the drugstore. That's like watering a dead plant without checking the soil. Instead, look inside. Are you drinking enough water? A simple habit like sipping warm water in the morning and throughout the day can help. Also, consider foods rich in healthy fats, like avocado, olive oil, or a handful of walnuts. These nourish your skin from within and help restore that natural moisture barrier. If the dryness is persistent and comes with fatigue or weight changes, it might be time to talk to your doctor and check those thyroid levels. Next, let's talk about bruising. You bump into the corner of a table, and the next thing you know, a big purple mark blooms on your arm. Happens more easily now, doesn't it? Some bruising is expected with thinner skin and more fragile blood vessels as we age. But excessive or unexplained bruising can also point to vitamin deficiencies, especially vitamin C or vitamin K. These vitamins are crucial for strong blood vessels and proper clotting. Vitamin C helps make collagen, which your skin needs to stay strong and elastic. Without it, those little blood vessels under your skin are more likely to burst with even a minor bump. Meanwhile, vitamin K helps your blood clot properly. So if you're bruising more often, or those bruises are taking a long time to heal, consider what you're eating. Are you getting enough leafy greens, fresh fruits? Sometimes, a simple tweak like adding spinach to your omelette or snacking on oranges can make a big difference. Now, let me bring up something most people don't like to talk about: itchy skin with no rash. It seems harmless at first, right? You scratch your arm, your back, maybe your legs, no big deal. But if that itch becomes chronic and doesn't go away with lotion, it could be a red flag. In some cases, it's connected to liver problems or even diabetes. The liver, when it's struggling, can cause a buildup of bile salts under the skin, and that can lead to itching, sometimes intense. Diabetes can damage small nerves that create an itching sensation, even without a visible rash. If this sounds familiar, take it seriously. If moisturizing doesn't help and the itching is persistent, it's worth checking your blood sugar levels or liver function. And while you're at it, keep a journal. When does the itching happen? After eating? At night? These clues can help your doctor get to the root of the issue more quickly. Lastly, we can't ignore yellowing of the skin or eyes, even if it's just a subtle change. It might not be full-on jaundice, but if you or someone you love starts to look a little more yellow than usual, especially around the eyes or palms, it could point to liver or gallbladder issues. As we age, our liver has a harder time keeping up with detoxifying everything we eat, breathe and absorb. That slight yellow tint, it could be bilirubin building up because the liver's not processing it properly. Now don't panic. It doesn't always mean something serious, but it's definitely not something to ignore or blame on bad lighting. Pay attention. Your skin is telling you something important. And speaking of important, let's take a closer look at another change that might surprise you and what it could mean for your circulation and heart health. If you've noticed that your feet or lower legs are starting to look a little shiny or tight, almost like the skin is stretched over them, don't just chalk it up to swelling from standing too long. That shiny, tight skin can be a subtle but serious sign of poor circulation or even congestive heart failure. When the heart isn't pumping blood efficiently, fluid can start to build up in the lower parts of the body. That extra fluid pushes against the skin from the inside out, creating that tight, almost waxy appearance. Doctors call this edema, and while it can come from things like salty meals or certain medications, if it becomes regular or doesn't go away overnight, it's your body waving a flag. A quiet, gentle flag, yes, but one that shouldn't be ignored. So what can you do? First, take note of whether your shoes are feeling tighter at the end of the day, or if pressing your finger into your shin leaves a dent. If you see those signs, elevate your legs when you rest, reduce your salt intake, and bring it up with your doctor. Your skin is showing you that your heart may be asking for help. And speaking of skin changes, have you ever seen someone with a yellowish or waxy looking bump around their eyes? Almost like a soft, raised patch near the eyelids. That's something called xanthelasma, and while it's painless and doesn't itch, it's often connected to high cholesterol. These little deposits form when fats start to build up under the skin. They may not seem like a big deal on the surface, but they're like your skin whispering, "Hey, check your cholesterol. Take a look under the hood." What's remarkable is that even though these patches are on the outside, they can give you insight into what's happening inside your arteries. And after 50, keeping tabs on cholesterol becomes even more important. So if you notice them, don't just book an appointment with a dermatologist. Ask for a full lipid panel. Knowing your numbers can help prevent bigger issues down the road. And often, small changes like cutting back on saturated fats, increasing fiber, or adding omega-3s to your diet can make a real difference. Now, let's talk about something most people don't associate with skin at all: color changes in your hands or fingers. Have you ever noticed your fingertips turning white, blue, or even red when you're cold or stressed? This could be a condition called Raynaud's phenomenon. And while it may look strange, it's more common than you think, especially among older adults. It happens when the small blood vessels in your fingers temporarily spasm, reducing blood flow. It can feel tingly, cold, or numb, and it's another example of how your skin can reflect your vascular health. While Raynaud's itself isn't life-threatening, it can be a clue to autoimmune conditions like lupus or scleroderma. If you notice these color changes happening often, or if they come with joint pain or skin tightening, bring it up during your next checkup. In the meantime, keep your hands warm, avoid smoking, and manage stress as best you can. Yes, stress shows up in your skin too. Let's not forget the appearance of darkened or velvety patches of skin, especially around the neck, armpits, or groin. It might seem like a harmless skin thickening, or maybe you've brushed it off as just part of getting older. But this type of skin change, known as acanthosis nigricans, can be a sign of insulin resistance. That means your body is having trouble using insulin properly, which is a red flag for prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. You might notice this if your shirt collars are suddenly tighter, or if a necklace starts to irritate your neck. The skin in these areas may feel softer or appear darker. It's not just a cosmetic issue, it's your body giving you a heads up. The good news is that this can often be improved through weight loss, dietary changes, and better blood sugar management. And again, Your skin is leading the way, offering a visible clue before blood tests even say a word. And finally, let's talk about something most people think is only cosmetic, but isn't. I'm talking about skin that bruises, tears, or breaks more easily than it used to. Yes, skin naturally gets thinner as we age, but if you're noticing sudden changes, like skin that seems paper-thin or wounds that heal much more slowly, it could be linked to nutritional deficiencies, especially protein or zinc. These nutrients are crucial for cell repair, collagen production, and immune support. Older adults often unintentionally reduce their protein intake. Maybe you're eating lighter meals, or meat doesn't sit as well as it used to. But your skin still needs those building blocks. Try including softer sources of protein, like eggs, yogurt, beans, or even a protein shake in the morning. And zinc, a handful of pumpkin seeds or a bowl of lentil soup can go a long way. Your skin repairs itself every day. It just needs the right tools. Everything we've talked about so far points to one powerful truth. Your skin is more than skin deep. It's a storyteller, and if you listen closely, it can help you catch issues early, take control of your health, and feel better from the inside out. Now let's turn our attention to some final signs your skin might be giving you, and how small. Changes can help you stay vibrant, healthy, and confident well beyond your 50s. Now let's talk about something that often gets mistaken for just looking tired or being under the weather. If you've noticed your skin looking pale or washed out, particularly on your face, lips, or even inside your lower eyelids, it might be more than just a rough night's sleep. This kind of paleness could actually be a sign of anemia, especially if it comes with fatigue or shortness of breath. Anemia means your body isn't carrying enough oxygen in your blood, and one of the first places that shows is your skin. Your skin relies on healthy red blood cells to give it that natural warm tone. When those levels dip, you'll look paler, sometimes even grayish. Iron deficiency is the most common cause, and it can sneak up on anyone, especially if your diet has changed, you're on certain medications, or you've experienced digestive issues. But here's the thing, this is fixable. Simple blood tests can spot it, and adding more iron-rich foods like spinach, lentils, or lean red meats, along with a little vitamin C to help absorb it, can work wonders. And if you ever notice you're feeling more winded climbing stairs, or getting lightheaded along with that paleness, don't wait. Your skin's trying to help you catch something early. Another important sign to watch for is changes in the texture or tightness of your skin, especially on your face or hands. If you start to notice the skin becoming unusually tight, thickened or hardened, it could be more than just a little dryness. In rare cases, this may point to an autoimmune condition like scleroderma, which causes the body to produce too much collagen. That collagen buildup leads to stiff joints and skin that feels almost rubbery. While this isn't common, it's worth mentioning because many people ignore these subtle changes for years, assuming it's just part of getting older. But early detection can make a real difference in managing symptoms. And no, you don't need to diagnose yourself. Just paying attention and bringing changes to your doctor's attention is a smart, proactive step. Even your nails, which are part of your skin system, can offer clues. Ever seen ridges, discoloration, or nails that curl under slightly? These changes may be related to circulatory issues, lung function, or even nutrient deficiencies like biotin or protein. Your skin and nails are in constant renewal mode, and they're often the first to show signs when your body is lacking something. If you're noticing brittle or misshapen nails along with changes in your skin, don't brush it off. It's not about vanity. It's your body keeping you in the loop. And here's a subtle but incredibly important clue. Wounds that take longer to heal than they used to. Maybe you get a small cut while gardening, or a scrape from bumping into the kitchen counter. But days pass and the skin doesn't close up like it used to. This slower healing process could be a sign of circulatory problems, immune system decline, or uncontrolled blood sugar. The older we get, the more attention we need to give our healing process. Our skin doesn't regenerate as quickly, but if you're seeing scabs that linger or little cuts that stay red and irritated for longer than a week, it's worth noting. So what can you do to support better healing and skin health overall? Start with the basics. Make sure you're eating enough protein. Your skin can't rebuild itself without it. Include foods high in vitamin C and zinc to speed up the healing process. And most importantly, keep your blood sugar and blood pressure in check, because those two factors have a huge influence on your skin's ability to recover. You see, your skin isn't just trying to look pretty. It's working hard to protect. You regulate your temperature and act as a window into your body's internal systems. When something's off balance inside, the skin often speaks up first. Whether it's dryness, bruising, discoloration, rashes, or poor healing, these signs aren't meant to scare you. They're meant to guide you. And here's the good news. You have so much more power over your health than you think. Many of these skin-related signs are reversible, manageable, and best of all, preventable. With just a few small lifestyle tweaks, a more nutrient-rich diet, regular hydration, and staying on top of medical checkups, you can keep your skin vibrant and your body in balance. So next time you look in the mirror, take a moment. Your skin isn't just reflecting your age, it's reflecting your wellness, and it's on your side. Listen to it, support it, and give it what it needs to take care of you in return. If any of what we talked about today resonated with you, maybe you've noticed some of these signs or learned something new, go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you experienced any of these skin signals yourself? We'd love to hear your story, and if this video helped you, please give it a like. It helps more people discover this kind of content. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more practical, empowering health advice for your best years yet. You deserve to feel confident in your body and informed about your health. Remember, small changes really can lead to big results. Stay curious, stay kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.